So I think in the short term, we're going to see one of two cases. The first case is we're going to have some sideways action between 110 and downwards to 80, and we'll see some chop. The second scenario, and that will come either in the short term or in the medium term, is once we have the Bitcoin Act, which is currently under consideration, passed, where the US government will be buying Bitcoin into its reserves, as well as other countries and other corporates for their treasury assets as well, we could see a 500K Bitcoin or $1 million Bitcoin. Sky is really the limit here.
And with that, buenos dias, and happy weekend, which is probably going to go down as the weekend before the most impactful week in the Cosmos ecosystem. We're going to talk about that. But first off, good to see they're shilling our industry, they're shilling our bags. At the same time, we're also seeing Ethereum is now finally at $4,000. It went above $4,000, just now slightly below it as I'm recording. And this has multiple reasons, one of them being that the inflows on the Ethereum spot ETF are green. Ever since November 22nd, we have just seen inflows in the hundreds of millions, actually billions. And another simple reason could also just be the fact that Ethereum so far is lagging behind in that pre-bull run rally that we're seeing, this year-end rally for 2024 as we get into the 2025 bull run. But eventually, Ethereum is still a very, very strong brand, has the largest developer community in all crypto, has their own ETF, has a roadmap, which yes, is a little bit slow, conservative, and doesn't really sound very fancy, but they're still there. They still have their huge community, ecosystem of applications, obviously, all these L2s and stuff. So my view is that Ethereum is going to do fine, but altcoins, everything outside of the even top 10, I would say, is going to do very, very fine. It is going to have multiple X returns in this bull run, also relative to Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? And you can see also in the total 3 chart, which is the crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're seeing up only since earlier in November. So since November 4th, explosive growth. And this is alt season phase 1. This is alt season testnet. And we're going to see alt season mainnet very, very soon as well. Once we enter price discovery for all of these altcoins, right? Which is still not the case. But once that happens, it's kiss and goodbye. You can have champagne every day. You can have steak every day. It's going to be wild, wild times. Now, we talked yesterday about David Sachs being appointed as the crypto and AI czar for the Trump administration, who also now came out and said basically he wants to look at Operation Chokepoint. And Operation Chokepoint 2.0 was basically a coordinated attack on crypto led by the government and regulatory bodies, especially in 2022 and 2023, which caused also the collapse of Silvergate and also eventually things like the USDC DPAC, if you remember those times, those were also wild, wild times. So David Sachs is probably, like I said yesterday, going to be one of the most powerful men on earth to impact the trajectory of the crypto bull run 2025. And what's also interesting in that context is the fact that David, as a crypto person, as an investor as well, is actually an early investor into dYdX. dYdX being the flagship Cosmos Layer 1 blockchain optimized for perps trading and DeFi, and went immediately up 23% after this announcement came out about David. So we covered that yesterday as well. And today is up even another 5%. So we actually went to around $2.60, $2.70, now chilling at around $2.50. But in my view, this thing is going to do crazy all-time highs this cycle, which actually the all-time high for dYdX was $28 if you look on the Ethereum dYdX token. So $28, in my view, easily possible. Now, looking at other price movements, we're seeing nothing exciting happening this Saturday. So some coins are up, some coins are down, but all in the single digits. Humans AI is up 24%, which is nice to see. But everything else is just chilling around sideways. Nothing too much that is happening. However, like I said, we have a huge, huge week ahead. We have a big, big week also for Crypto Ceto, the Ceto Zone, because we're going to launch early access to our Ceto Alpha group. And that Ceto Alpha group is going to provide you a much more custom and refined experience how to navigate through the interchain and also how to play the airdrop game, which is a very, very time intensive and very energy and resource intense thing and field within crypto. Now also that Hydra is coming up and all these new NFTs, and you need to know what you kind of have to do, which testnets kind of makes sense to play around with, and what qualifies for what, right? What are the criteria? So we're going to launch a premium group, which we're allocating also part of our team and also grow our team and resources to accommodate for that and provide you basically a customer service for airdrops, premium exclusive content. We're also going to shift parts of our content over to the Ceto Premium group, and we're going to be sharing all of that in the coming weeks, and then have a soft launch next week, and then a full launch in early 2025. But when it comes to Cosmos, we have dYdX launch that is imminent, dYdX mainnet, and we're probably also going to get a nice airdrop for that if you played around with your Jenny on testnet. Babylon raising their caps on Tuesday, on December 10th, we're going to see cap 3. There's multiple ways how you can participate here. It is going to be a duration-based cap, which is running for 1,000 blocks. The first, I think, 300 of them will be incentivized a lot more than the remaining 700. And you can stake up to 5,000 BTC per transaction. So this is actually the cap that is going to show the real demand for Bitcoin staking on Babylon. Obviously, it is still incentivized with points, but my personal take on this is that this is for the first time in history unleashing the economic value, the economic power of Bitcoin to generate on-chain yield, right? Which is something that's always been around, how to generate yield on Bitcoin, but always in a centralized way, always in a way that you have a counterparty risk, that you have one company that, if they mess things up, it's all going to zero, it's all getting exploited. We have seen this left and right over the years. But anyways, for Babylon, there's now multiple ways how you can stake. There's the BTC staking dashboard on Babylon itself. You can use multiple browser extension wallets. You can choose your finality provider. Obviously, with Stakecito, we're also in the race, so we truly appreciate all of your delegations as well. If you have some Bitcoin that you want to stake, earn those points as well, which later might translate into baby tokens. Then you can come here, search for us, Stakecito, and you can just delegate here. And hopefully, we're going to cross 1 BTC, which would mean a lot, to be honest, which is now $100,000, by the way. So that's also crazy. But yeah, we're going to take good care. We're very, very bullish on Babylon. I'm personally a Babylon investor as well since late 2022. So been around with the team for a very long time. I think one of the first, maybe even the first, to do a YouTube interview with David, the founder of Babylon, sometime in 2022, which is almost 3 years ago now, 2.5 years. So wild times how far they came over the years. And when I first met them, it was all about Bitcoin timestamping, and now it's all about Bitcoin staking, which is a whole new category that they invented, basically, similar to how Celestia invented the modularity and DA kind of category. So yeah, that's just wild to see that all this innovation is also made in Cosmos. So that is a very, very big thing. Same time, you can also choose liquid staking providers, and you can even stake through custodians, but also directly on Binance. So Binance just announced that they're going to, enable you to stake through the Binance exchange directly, which is also good to see. And yeah, you can do that too. Then we have Milky Way restaking, which also is incentivized with points. We talked about it yesterday. Move TGE and listings. Movement Labs is also going to drop their token next week. Actually on Monday, they're going to launch their token. We're trying to get into the network with Stakecito. We're not there yet. I'm also going to keep you posted on the rollout of the token, the airdrop, all these kind of things, which obviously also counts for the airdrop and the Saga airdrop, which I hope you are already claimed your Saga airdrop. So very exciting times. Probably, like I said, the most impactful week for the Cosmos, aka interchain ecosystem. There's also another big announcement around the corner, which we're also going to be a part of sometime next week. We will also share more information about that. Anyway, celebrating more milestone achievements and big W's for the Cosmos. We have $40 million deposited into dYdX's MegaVault that literally just launched like a few weeks ago. And this is a pool that lets you earn USDC for depositing USDC. And we're talking about native noble USDC. And you can see the vault performance right here, which currently accounts to an APR of 46% in USDC, paid out immediately, no lockups, no nothing. And this is just all purely on-chain, which is amazing to see. And also remember that this is before they're going to flick on the revenue share for fees, which would account for even a higher and more stable APR on dYdX MegaVault. So that product has strong product market fit. It also improves the trading experience overall. You can trade here a lot of tokens. We're also going to launch the Saga token. At least we're going to put that also into a tutorial for educational purposes to also show you how easy it is to list a token basically and create a market on dYdX. And you can trade using our referral link as well below, our VIP affiliate link, which gives you exclusive and the biggest discounts on trading fees. We're in fact currently ranked 3rd on the leaderboard with over $4 million in volume referred. So much appreciate each and every one of you. There's already 24 of you who have used that link to trade on dYdX. Really appreciate that. Now, Tang from my research team, who's been with me now for almost a year, I think, or even more than that, he's also now getting deeper and deeper into the DeFi trenches. And I'm going to share with you this video where he's walking you through on a very interesting strategy that you can try out on dYdX right now.
GM, this is Tang from the CryptoZero team, and today I'm going to walk you through how to perform a delta neutral strategies so you can earn somewhere between 20% APR to like 100% APR or even more on your stable tokens. So for this example, I will use dYdX and Atom to explain how this strategies work. So if you stake atoms, you will earn somewhere between 16% APR. And if you use your stake atom to participate in Hydro, you will earn an extra 10% on your stake atom. So you will earn somewhere like 26% APR on your atoms, right? So here's the math. If you stake $100 of Atom and participate in Hydro, you will earn 26% APR, right? And if you short $100 of Atom on dYdX with 1x leverage, you will earn around 30% APR. So how to calculate this number? So head over to dYdX and look at the 1 hour funding rate. From this number, you multiply it with 24 hours and 365 days a year. So you will have the APR that you will earn. You can also view the funding rate by clicking into funding. Click on analyze, and you can see currently the funding rate is 49.3% APR. So if you short $100 of items on dYdX with 1x leverage, you earn 33% APR. If you combine these two together, you hold $100 of Atom, and then you short another $100 of atoms on dYdX, you will earn an average 29.5% APR on $200 delta neutral. By delta neutral, it means that you don't have any exposure to Atom because you hold $100 of Atom, but then you short another $100 of Atom on dYdX. Your exposure to Atom is zero. So you actually hold $200, and this $200 is earning like 30% APR. And the interesting things here is that if you increase the leverage, for example, you leverage short atoms on dYdX at 2x leverage, the APR you will earn is 39% APR. And if you increase it to like 3x short, you will earn like 44% APR. So the higher the leverage that you use on dYdX, the higher the APR that you will earn. But if this is the first time you try out these strategies, or you are not a bro DeFi user or perf trader, I recommend you to use only 1x leverage. This is also how Eternal USDE work, but they trade mainly liquid stake ETH and USD on exchange. I will show you how to short Atom on dYdX. So first you go to sales. So I will use 0.75. The amount will be $100. So if you click in the toggle here, you can switch the amount that is showing in items or in USD. So I will use $100. If you read below, you will see your expect price, liquidation price, which you should keep an eye on, and position leverage. If you are not experienced perp trader, I recommend you to try out these strategies with very low leverage, so 1x, and using a very small amount of fund to learn how this works. You will also earn some dYdX reward for this trade. So just click on place limit order and approve. And if you look into the order tabs, you will see your order here. And whenever it is filled, you will see your position in the position tab. Remember that you also have to buy Atom, stake Atom, and participate in Hydro at the same price at the price that you short atoms on dYdX. That's it for today. I hope you have a great time, and follow us for more content like this, and see you the next time.
Now, continuing with good news and big launches that are coming up, we finally have the launch of Mantis around the corner. And Mantis is the next generation trading platform, which allows you to trade across multiple ecosystems such as Ethereum and Solana. So this is where they're starting with. Instant swap execution, almost zero slippage, no gas fees, no MEV, AI integration, intense space as well. So this is the new era for trading, and Mantis is also going to have its own token, which is going to be dropped, amongst others, as far as I know, to the Pika community, the Picasso Network community, because Mantis is also built by the team that is behind Picasso Network. So that one is going to be going live very, very soon, and with it also the Mantis TGE and token launch. You can come here, play around with it, deposit your Solana assets, and then also earn Mantis credits, connect your X account as well, and get started. This is how it looks like. Very clean, very nice. So this is the open beta version that you can use right now. And essentially, Mantis is merging SocialFi and DeFi, also adding this social layer to it. And also Mantis is going to be intense based eventually, which means that it abstracts a lot of the complexity for trading on all these technical steps that are usually required in traditional DeFi. It just abstracts all of that away and just makes it very intuitive and simple to use, which is something we all need to have more consumer facing, more intuitive, more easier to use products. So I'm excited to see how Mantis will do, and how much traction it will also gain within the Solana community. Picasso itself, so far, still below $10 million FTV, 7.4 right now, but the unlocks are coming to an end, I think sometime in April, May of next year, with the team token unlocks ending even 2 or 3 months before that. So it's going to be interesting to see if Pika can pull another move like they did around this time last year. So if you go back 1 year ago, we were actually around those same levels almost, and then went on this insane rally, 20, 30, 40x out of nowhere. Before also being around, the sub 10 million market cap levels for a very, very long time, pretty much ever since they launched in 2023. So we're going to see how that will perform, if Mantis will have an impact, also with the airdrop that is coming, and going to be covering that moving forward. Also, Akash Network, AKT, Biggest position in my liquid portfolio. The latest version of Llama is now live on Akash Chat, so you can try that out as well and use AI running on decentralized compute powered by Akash Network, which is amazing. And as a non-financial use case, I think Akash is definitely an important coin to hold in any portfolio. Not only if you say you want to build a Cosmos portfolio, but especially if you're bullish on AI, if you're bullish on compute and cloud, then you need to have AKT in your portfolio. There's just no way around it. AKT itself chilling at around $4.66, on its way to re-enter page 1 on CoinGecko, currently ranked 130. So we need another pump to get back into page 1 on CoinGecko. But sooner or later, the $6 mark is going to fall. We've been rejected here twice, and we're going to try it now another time. And once it falls, we're going to see all-time highs very, very soon. So this thing, in my opinion, we're going to see $30, $40, $50 Akash, maybe even triple-digit Akash at some point when it's only a 20x from here. So not even crazy to think about. Now, we talked about Akash, Picasso, dYdX, all of which are app chains. And I think the App Chain Thesis is proven to be the right kind of assumption about how we see crypto in the first place. Not only because it ensures sovereignty, but also it enables developers to have full customization and to also have their own vibes, their own community, their own everything, right? That's what this all enables. And I think the App Chain Thesis continues to demonstrate that it's just been right all along. And we're going to see a lot more big L2s potentially, or big applications launching their own chains, like we saw with Unichain, for example, and just build their full out sovereign custom built application chains that are customized for one specific use case. One of them is also the Osmosis app chain, which is an app chain for DeFi and for trading. And it's now also getting more and more shares from the Bitcoin market. So the chart looks great. I think Sepmos from my team, also research here at Cryptocito, is spot on. Trade volume constantly growing, $70 million in the past 24 hours, and $70,000 protocol revenue. New token launching like Namada, Scion, we talked about it, Move, which is Penumbra, Mantra, we also have Barachain, we have Initia, we have a lot more that are coming as well. No fee native Bitcoin deposits are now live. Also, best in the game UX and UI, one-click trading, 1.6 second block time, cracked and visionary team, Polaris around the corner, which is also going to be interesting, and also private trading that should go live very soon using Namada's technology. So that's very, very interesting. And I think Osmosis, in my book, as I always say, below $1 is like picking up money from the ground. I'm very, very bullish on Osmo. My bags are locked and loaded. And yeah, this just, if you look at some of the numbers, this is just a Bitcoin volume on Osmosis skyrocketing, going through the roof. Then we also have the fact that the Osmosis community pool acquires more Bitcoin every single day via ProtoRef, their MEV capture developed by Skip Protocol. And that's a governance approved mechanism. So that's also happening. Then we also have Aaron casually hanging out with Michael Saylor at Bitcoin. I think this was Bitcoin Nashville. Then Osmosis also has 0 fee limit orders, which means if you sell 1 Bitcoin for the price of 100K as a limit order on Osmosis, you will get exactly that, 100K. You'll get the spot price literally. And yeah, that's a tweet was made after Will Be BTC was basically writing it for them and just said like, guys, you have to tweet this out. So amazing tweet, well done. And yeah, finally, we also have some news from Mantra. They are about to launch a learn and earn campaign on CoinGecko, which also, if you want to participate there, you can earn a share of $20,000. And also we have Vito the Don going viral for this tweet, which is a reply to that tweet by Axios. And the interesting thing, if you don't know, but Vito the Don is an AI bot. It's not even a real person. And people engaged with him not knowing that this is actually a bot. So this is how far AI is already getting. And this is actually not just an AI bot, but this is actually a cosmonaut. Vito is a cosmonaut, we can say that, because Vito is built and home to Echos.fun, which is an AI agent platform built by the team that is also behind Stride. This is how it looks like. We made a tutorial the day it came out, literally. And you can see Vito here, the latest Echo in the gang. You can actually also buy his token. You can invest into Vito. So that's Echos. And I'm seeing a lot of people being very bullish about AI agents and saying that this is the next big vertical, the next big explosive move. So we're going to see. But I have some of these tokens. I still didn't buy Vito yet, so I have to buy some as well. But yeah, we made a tutorial about this week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I also showed you how you can actually buy those tokens. And yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lazy Saturday. I'm gonna see you tomorrow on lazy Sunday. Till then, stay lazy and be good.